Why, hello YouTube. I am actually wore out of breath. I am just now leaving the scrap yard. Found a lot of stuff I needed, some stuff I wanted. Unfortunately, I didn't find a few things that I need to replace. I'll go ahead and start with the ones that I was talking about I need to replace, which happened to be, I was going to get a power steering pump. Now the truck that I got part of the parts off of for the LS motor was still there. Downside to it, the power steering pump was already taken off of it. So, no luck on the power steering pump. I checked every one they had. But I did find some C10 parts that I actually needed. A few I was wanting to replace. One was I needed new taillight covers because one of mine is broke. So I got it in the hardware that bolts it up there. Mine had a little messed up looking Phillips head, and unfortunately they're just too bad to put back on. But I ended up getting these off of two different trucks. Same year model, newer model than mine though, and got the hardware off of them. I actually got the hardware off of another one and started taking off before I realized it cracked, and I decided I'm going to get these out. I'm keeping them. So I got those. And I was looking at the C10s, seat belts. There was a couple where most of them was already took apart, where I would have just had to undo a couple of bolts. But I ended up picking the one I thought was the best because it was still mounted. I could see how good it worked. But mine does not retract whatsoever. And I only went ahead and got the one that was on the driver's side, and it is a different color. They had 3 of them out there, possibly 4. Can't exactly remember. One of them I don't think had the seat belts in it, if that's the case. 2 of them was blue, and one of them was black. And the one I ended up getting is one of the blue ones, which doesn't match what I got out on the truck. The original was tan, but I was going to change the color anyway. But I went ahead and got it because I needed one for the driver's side. That way I feel secure and safe. I even got the wiring that was on it. Sorry, I had to take a drink. Which the wiring that actually goes to it, the hookup tells you the seatbelts is hooked up or not. Was disconnected from the harness, so I just pulled the whole thing and just kept it hooked up and I took it. Make it easier for me because I don't think mine's got that wire on there. If not, then I can pull it up. Lower mounts. I haven't looked down and seen 2 that had the 2 rubber bushing parts, and I see how they mount, so I grabbed them. And so hopefully that's high enough, because looking at it, I was like, my gear sits down lower than one of these mounts set up high. But it could be that I just didn't have it lined up right. I'll know once I put those pieces on there. I do know they're missing. Now all of them had the upper control or upper mount missing, so I just need one little rubber piece. I can easily replace it. I think it's $3 or something that shipped. So I can replace that pretty easy. Apparently I don't have to do big modifications to get those on there. They just clip in place, and then the radiator sits on top of it, and the part bolts down. Then I got something that part of it I needed, part of it I was thinking about replacing, which it was in such a good shape I could not resist going ahead and grabbing it. Even though it's out of a newer model, it still mounts up, plugs up. Same. The only difference is on that wiring harness it had the blade fuse. I thought about getting that wiring harness, but like I don't want to spend all day in this, which is after 11. I think they close at 12:30 on a Saturday at that particular scrapyard. So, but I got the instrument cluster out of another truck. Grabbed all the hard wire for that too, because I got some of my screws missing. Probably in the floorboard somewhere, but this one looked a lot better than mine. I need to clean the dust off of it. It was a tight fit. It was behind some of the metal parts that I don't think it's supposed to be like that. So I had to bend it out the way to get that popped off. But I got it off and out. And it had a few extra wiring to it that I know my other one don't have. It had a wire that went all the way over to the ashtray. It looks like it just plugs up to a light, although it kind of looked like it was a ground wire, but it's not a ground wire. So I don't really know exactly what it goes to. I just finally decided I'm going to go ahead and cut the wire if I need it. I can hook it up, but if not, then I will just cut the thing out and use the wire elsewhere if I need it. There was one little extra thing on there. I don't know if it'll even work or not. Don't really care if it does or not. But I went ahead and grabbed it. The ground wire to it was easy to just unplug. The other part was a hot wire, which is the orange wire, and I just snipped it. And that was, it had the clock in the instrument cluster. Now the little knob on the outside looks kind of rusty, but the clock itself looks like it's in good shape. Whether it works or not, I don't know, because I think this was an 85, maybe 86 model I took it off of. So still over 40 years old. But it'd be interesting if it does. And if I ain't mistaken, it said it had like 142,000 miles on the speedometer, which should actually be pretty close to what the LS motor has on it. That I believe the guy I bought it from said. Sorry, I'm hot, sweaty in my tool bag. It's very, very heavy, and I just carried it back and forth, back and forth. I was down there for a good hour. Debating on what to grab. One thing I would have liked to have got was a steering column. One that I originally looked at one time before was completely gone. The one I got the instrument cluster out of would have been good, but somebody busted the living daylights out of it, so it was non-repairable, and I mean it would need to be rebuilt anyway. And the other one I did not want because it's not tilt steering. I love my tilt steering, so I didn't get none of the steering columns. Now, let's talk about price. I was thinking to myself when I went down there, if I get out of there at $50, I'd be good. But I only had a couple of things in mind that I was going to go get. I did look around and see if I could find some exhaust, which is not what I was looking for, but didn't see nothing that would really work. Others I definitely did not want. So that one did, but one thing I was going to go try to get was the lower mount, which I did find the rubber pieces, and I'm hoping that's all I need. And the other thing was to see if I could find a power steering pump to replace the one on there, just in case that pulley is bad. Didn't see it, so I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do on the power steering. If the pump still looks like it's wobbling like crazy, I may have to use it temporarily for now and then replace it later on. I don't really know. I will decide on that later. But yeah, those were the two main things that I was going after. I was thinking the lower control would be a metal plate that bolts to the bottom of it, not something that's rubber that just clips. I mean, like I said, I looked at all the other ones, they were not on there. So I got lucky. But with all the stuff I did get, I already know used for seat belts. I only got the driver's side, which the part that goes in the middle has the two for left and right. It wasn't one piece. Or, you know, one with the other loaded underneath it. It was two of those, but I only got that one side. And replacements of those I've seen anywhere between $45 for used. Although I could have got the replica that or aftermarket one, I think like 40. It was between $40 and $45. And it would have been one side, but used I found for the same condition I got, what would have been for all of it would have been $125. I didn't pay $125 for all this stuff though. But now I got to get a seatbelt. I don't care about the color. But oh, an instrument cluster, just a used one. I think the cheapest I found was like $150. Which I was thinking about modifying mine, which now I got the original that I can modify I want, and then I got this one, which will go in the truck right now. And let's see. I'm trying to think what else that I have priced, which the lower control mounts I couldn't find, which rubber bushing parts, those were pretty cheap. Other than this part I bought, I never could find it even online. They all look the same way as the uppers. But those ones were like, I think $3 and something for two, and $8 for all four. But still, would have been over $200 or close to $100 just for instrument cluster and seat belts. And when I'm up there to pay the guy, he settled on $40 for all of it. Now I do pay taxes, so my total for everything, tax and all, was $42.80. Now I got a seat belt I'm gonna feel safe about. And not only did I get an instrument cluster for that price, but I also got it with the clock. Now if it works, the clock works, great. If it don't, that's fine too. And I got extra bulbs too, because I got the two instrument pedals. And I do got the guy that's interested in the carburetor, and apparently he lives really close to me, because he's talking about, I told him what road I live off of, and he said he lives off the same road close to, which is the county that I was just coming from, which I live close to the county I just come from, 2.5 miles from the county line. So he lives somewhere in this nearby location. It could very well be I know him. I may not know him by name, but I probably know him. But yeah, he said he needs one really bad for his truck, which I'm gonna suggest he needs to rebuild it. I mean, they could probably just clean up, throw it on his truck, and go right now. But I would suggest rebuilding it. But I am going to text them here in a little bit, tell them I'm home, and see if we can schedule a way of getting the carburetor to them. But first things first, I'm going to take all my goodies I got and bring it down there to the truck. One thing that's going to be good is I'll be able to put my tail light, which I got the tail ends on there right now, but I don't have it mounted because I couldn't never find the other screws. And my passenger one might actually be as good as the ones I got, but didn't hurt to replace. Now I will replace them sooner or later down the line, but that'll be whenever I change the bed. I want to go with LEDs. But for right now, I just need something that's going to make it where it's going to be road legal. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.